Hi, my name is Allison Lyon, and thanks for watching my presentation on the biggest decision facing State Farm right now regarding big data. Now, State Farm is one of the biggest insurance agencies in the market right now. Since its founding in 1922, it is housed to over 17,000 agents and 81 million policies and accounts across the US and Canada. Alone, 35,000 claims are made just on auto insurance, and 1 out of every 5 cars on the road is insured by State Farm. They have always been geared towards making sure that their customers have the best policy possible and that it's very effective for the personal customer that they have. Their Get to a Better State campaign has gotten that across to the public, but we really want to make it better. One of the biggest ways that is in the market right now to do that is the use of big data among all of the policies that we are currently holding. Now, the decision that we're currently facing is how the data can be used to lead to best prices while also increasing our profits, but benefiting our customers in the long run. And then we also have to implement how to actually use the big data in the current market to retain a competitive environment among other insurance companies such as Progressive and Allstate. Now, some factors in understanding this decision would be things like how big data processes the info faster. So such as a bunch of data could be acquired, and normally it would take the regular database a few months to go through it. We would have less time to go with it, and it would only take it about a day to go through. So this makes the policies faster for the customers, and it gets answers quicker and is more satisfactional. And then we also have how the product can be more personalized to the customer. With the use of big data, it would not only use structured data such as date and time and age, but it would also go into the more personal aspects of it and use unstructured data such as where they're living and where they're driving and how often they actually drive. This would make it so that the policy could be more adjusted to fit the customer's personal needs instead of just lumping a bunch of people into the same group because they have the same characteristics such as gender. Now we also have to keep in mind how our competitors out there are already implementing the use of big data. Allstate is using it with their DriveWise campaign, and Progressive has actually been using it for the past 10 years with their Snapshot campaign. So we really just need to be aware that this is something that is going increasingly into the future, and we need to jump on this market right now. So with that being said, my opinion is that we should push big data. Allstate has this Drive Safe and Save program going on right now, which means that the customers could get up to a 50% discount in exchange for safe driving, and bad customers would just continue to pay the rates that they're currently paying. With this different campaign that they are possibly implementing, we would hopefully see the difference among the drivers in that they would notice that their driving is actually affecting their rates, which means that they would drive better and be more conscientious on the road. So they would be safer, saving lives, and then saving them money in the long run with their policies. With the big data among this, it would help to manage the data better. Like I said before, the info that would normally take months with the traditional database method would take less than a day to process. And again, it would mean that there would be better rating plans, faster growth in the auto policies, and then which could mean a better customer retention rate, as most people like answers right away and as soon as we can give them, because with the demand of the world right now, people like to be able to know what their answer is immediately and not necessarily have to wait. And we would also be able to more personalize it to the customer, and the employees could show each customer how it's actually helping them personally, which makes them feel like they're being treated better as a customer, which helps them to remain in our system instead of going to one of our competitors. Some alternatives, if we decided not to do this, would be to just continue to use our traditional methods to show the policies. It might be slower, but it does work, and we are one of the top insurance agencies right now in the country. And We might not necessarily have to compete on price, but it's always good to retain customers based on price and to then gain new customers because our prices are lower than our competitors. We could also just continue to offer our good driving benefit discounts, such as a discount for a year of good driving, or we could give them a discount for staying with us as a company, like 15% off their car insurance rate for every 2 years that they stay in our with our company. And then a big concern concerning big data is that the use of privacy might not be as applicable. And by that I mean that the way that we would monitor it is there would be a monitor on their car or a chip on their keys or something, and we would be able to see where and when they are going. But one of the biggest things with the Drive Safe and Safe program is that it is optional, so people don't have to necessarily use our program, but the benefit of using our program is that they could receive the 50% discount with their policies. But yeah, I think that the big data push would be a very good decision for us because things like gender and age don't necessarily always tell you how well a driver is, or how well a person is at driving. We are not always the stereotype that there is, like not 18-year-olds are reckless drivers and not all 40-year-olds are safe. But yeah, thank you for listening to my presentation, and I hope you consider it in the debate for the push for big data.